What's going on, YouTube? Desmond here, Ecoast Arb, and I'm trying to hit you with something a little different today. I know I've been kind of pounding Keep a Product Finder lately and reverse searching using Keep a Product Finder, and I really only do that because it is honestly my favorite method of sourcing. It's very powerful and very effective. So if you're not, uh-oh. I went away. If you're not currently using that method, you should definitely go back and watch a few of my videos and add that to your stack, so to speak, because it does work, and I do it multiple times a day now. But try something a little different today. I don't typically do a lot of clothing sourcing. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I kind of navigate towards the beauty section, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit, and I'm want to learn some clothing stuff. So I'm gonna try doing a little bit of that today, and I'm gonna start a little bit different here too. I'm going to start on Rakuten.com, which is a pretty common place to start. Um, let's see, I already got the extension. I don't know why it's telling me to get it. So let's see. Looks like they've got 10%. Here for some places. Looks like Nike's in that. I think it's not uncommon for Nike to be in that 10%, so that's definitely makes it a good source. So let's see if we can find a few things here. And I'll just start with a disclaimer. I don't source Nike, so this is all new to me. It's going to be a big learning curve. So if you do source Nike, you're probably going to be screaming in the background telling me I'm doing things wrong, and that's okay because you can't learn without making mistakes. And I think the biggest mistake is being afraid to make mistakes, because if you're afraid to make mistakes, you're not going to learn ever. So let's see what we can find here. It looks like we can get an extra 20% off select styles with code Ultimate. So let's just start there. I'm going to put 30 minutes on the clock, and hopefully we can find something, or if not, at least learn a few things, what to do or what not to do for tomorrow. So here we go. This is going to be manual sourcing. And something I like to do when I'm manual sourcing is typically speaking, and this isn't a across all categories rule, but generally speaking, you want your buy box to be at least double what your cost is going to be. So we can quickly, kind of vet out a lot of these products just based on that rule. Uh, for example, this hoodie here is $75. Looks like there might be a couple styles that are marked down a little bit, some maybe less popular colors, but $75. I highly doubt, and I know a lot of things on Amazon sell for crazy prices, but I really don't see this being a $150 hoodie. That just seems like a big stretch to me. So I'm instantly going to just scroll past that, and I'm looking for things that I feel like could go for double what I'm getting them for. So like this T-shirt, for example, is $16.97. We're getting 20% off on top of that. Probably going to put us like $14 ish. I could maybe see that going for 28. That still might be a little bit of a stretch, but you never know. There could be a particular size or color combination that's going for more than the rest. And that's a big thing that I've noticed with clothing, and the little bit of sourcing I have done in the clothing is to definitely check through your variations, because sometimes those oddball sizes or special colors can really be a lot more than the other offers or the other variations. So let's scroll through and try to find a few to open up, and we will go from there. I can see this maybe being 40-ish bucks. I know clothing is one of those categories where you tend to have a higher return rate, so you want to keep that in mind when we're sourcing as well. And I don't see a lot that interests me right here off the bat, but let's keep scrolling a little bit. Sometimes when you're manual sourcing, especially, getting past that first page can really open up some good opportunities. A lot of people get kind of burnt out or bored scrolling through, and they don't go far enough. And then also we have a sort by here, so we can look at stuff that may be featured or the newest in stock or price wise. That's a good way to kind of get yourself into some new products as well. Could definitely see these shorts going for 40. Don't really know a ton about shoes. I'm sure probably a lot of these shoes might be close at least, but I know nothing about the shoe game. I have 3 pairs of shoes. And it looks like Nike just has the kind of the auto scroll on where you don't get to go through pages. So let's start with what we got open here. We'll go from there. So got a kid's shirt here. Looking at $16.97. Like I said, let's see, $16.97. Getting our 20% off extra. We're looking at $13.57. Let's pull up Seller Amp here and see if maybe we can get lucky on this first one here. Don't see anything yet. That looks like the same shirt, maybe a different color. So let's try opening that up and see. And it looks like, yep. Looks like we got a match here, which is a good start. That's another thing too in the clothing world. A lot of the ASINs have multiple variations. So even though this particular picture didn't match what I'm looking for, you could tell it's the same style and the same print. So open those up and double check, make sure that what you're looking for is there or isn't there. So let's see what we got here. Let's go to our variations and see if we can find one that's selling for 30-ish. It's like we're about 25 here on the medium. I don't think that's going to quite make it. Also 25 on the extra large. And looks like we've got the only colors that are marked down, I guess, is this white one. Everything else looks like regular price or some that were sold out. I'm guessing those might have been wins. Let's see. Same thing, 25 here on small. So it looks like we need our cost at $13.19 for this, which actually might be really close. We're doing $16.97, and we're going to be in at $13.58 here. $4 profit, just above 30% ROI. Medium, do they have the medium in stock? They do. So let's look at the Keepa chart here. Looks to be fairly stable for the last couple weeks, or even the last couple months. Really, it's kind of hovered around that $30 mark. Let's go back a little bit. Looks like it dropped out in November. I'm guessing there was probably a lot of sales, but historically, through the summer last year, it looks like 30 is probably going to be a ceiling of sorts. So that's something to keep in mind on something like this. But definitely holding strong for the 90-day. Let's see. This was the medium. Make sure. Okay, so we do have top variation here. It's showing about 9% of our sales, which just by doing that kind of math, we're looking at roughly 30 sales a month. Obviously, that's going to be across all the offers, but it looks like we got a couple that are competitive here. Not too many in stock. So definitely a little bit of money to be made there. Not quite where I'd like to be. I have my ROI minimum set to 35, but a little over $4 profit there. Let's see if anybody's selling. So yeah, it looks like there's definitely some sales happening. I like to go through the stock counts when I'm sourcing and see if people are selling through. So it looks like Merchant Fulfilled at $30 is selling, which may be a better option for something like this. Let's see what we can come out with there. So probably gonna be shipping this for about $4 to $5. Let's just call it 450. So yeah, it looks a little bit better there. If you could merchant fulfill this, you'd be looking at almost a $6 profit and 43% ROI, which definitely something to keep in mind coming up. We got back to school season starting to ramp up a little bit, and this definitely looks like it could be a good potential product for back to school. So I'm gonna call that a little bit of a win. Maybe not quite what I'm looking for right this second, but definitely a good place to start. And what we could do from here, if we were just sourcing regularly, we would come in and open up all these storefronts and see what other kind of products these stores are selling. Looks like everybody's definitely an arbitrage seller here. There's no big sellers on this, so all of those would probably be good to reverse source. So I'm gonna stick this to the side and maybe do that later. But hey, look at there, first one. That's what I'm talking about. So let's scroll through and see if any of these other ones possibly. That was the medium, so it looks like the large might be. Looks like it's gone down in price a little bit here recently. Yeah, it's at $20 right now, so not going to work there. And even at 25 wouldn't work, so nothing on that one. And I don't think them other sizes were going to quite make it either, so probably just be looking at the medium for that one. Yep. Sweet. So let's move on to our next one here. See what Seller Amp's got for us. So we're looking for a check mark on the left shoulder here. I'm guessing this might be it. Really high rank. Man, Nike's gone way downhill with their models. Are you seeing this? That is, ugh. Nike, you gotta do better, man. I'm guessing this could be it. That's a really high rank, 1.6 million. But that is the purple one. Let me see. Let's try this. And this is a new extension I recently found. It's called Search on Amazon. It's really good for manual sourcing like this. I can copy all this over, hit search on Amazon, and it's going to take all that and copy it into Amazon for me. Super quick, and it looks like that's probably going to be what we're looking for right here. Either that one or maybe this one as well. They're both sitting around $26. And since we're getting this for 23, even with that 20%, we're not going to be close on that one. So I'm going to keep moving. Got some Nike shorts here. I feel like I've seen these pop up more than once. Reverse sourcing people. So maybe, looks like I've got a good rank. Definitely a product match. Are the red ones on sale? Okay, so they are on sale, but not nearly as much as the black and white are sitting at $22 plus our 20%. So let's go $21.97, getting our 20% on top. So we're looking at $17.58 here. So if we can find some in the 30 to 35 range, we might can make something work out of these too. So it looks like we got a 30 here. These are black and white, but these got a white stripe around the top. So they're actually a little bit different. So that one's not going to work. Let's see what else we got. Red. Looks like the red ones coming in the upper 30s, but those are not marked down currently. So we're not going to be able to make those work either. Got some black ones here for 30. That could be close, just depending. Okay. Well, these look like they might work, but now that I look over at our ratings, looks like these have never got a single rating, which is an indicator to me that they probably don't sell. And this one doesn't have a ton, but we're going to check it out just in case. So we need to be at 1304 here, and I think we were at like 1750, so I don't think that's going to work either. So let's keep moving on those two. And we will scroll just a little bit more, and then I'm going to hop back in to that first winner that we found and try to do some reverse sourcing from that. Since I'm still trying to learn the clothing game here. Not sure about the backpack. Let's see, 61.97 with 20%. Coming in at right under 50 bucks. I don't really see that as being a $100 backpack, but I've seen crazier things, so I'm gonna check it out just in case. You never know. And it looks like it's actually sold out, so maybe it was a winner. But I don't see anything. Let's try our new extension here. Let's see. I don't see this particular one on Amazon, so we'll keep moving on that one. That seems cheap. I'm going to open that. And I really don't see a ton, so let me check this one out and then we'll go dive into that first one here. See what SellerAmp can pull up on this one. Looks like maybe this one. I don't think it's his first one because it's got the check mark on the front, and looks like this one has it on the back, which maybe could be this one, but I'm not really sure. Let's see if we got any other options in here. Maybe not. So let's take a look. Looks like this one actually might be on the front too, so I don't think that's going to be a match. Let's try search on Amazon. It looks like all these have the Nike check on the front. And looks like for whatever reason this one doesn't, so I don't think that's going to be a match. Unless it's that, but that looks like a lot thicker too, so I'm not sure, but we'll keep moving. So let's hop back into this first one and see. It actually looks like buy box is suppressed. I didn't notice that earlier. But let's hop into some of these other sellers here and see if we can maybe find a few more Nike wins. So let's just strictly look at Nike. Looks like this particular guy's got a ton of Nike ASINs, so I'm going to assume he probably knows a little bit about it at least. Probably a lot more than me. Let's see if we can find these. Okay, so we might be on to something right here off the bat. Let's check these out. Nike Dri-FIT check mark about midway down. Where do we go? Okay, here we go. Looks like the chat mark's about midway on these two. Definitely a product match. Dry fit icon, dry fit icon. Looks like we're getting extra 20% on these as well. So $18.97, getting our 20%. We're going to be in at $15.17 here. So we need something that's buy box in about $30 or more. And it looks like this particular one might actually work. Maybe not quite. We're 15.17 here. So yeah, just under 30%. It would be profitable. Looks like Amazon's on this one as well, but they are not currently taking the buy box. Let's scroll through our variations here. I got a good feeling we're gonna find something that can work on this one. There's a 35. We're looking at a 38 here. That's probably gonna work. Let me just make sure. Okay, so apparently the black ones are not in this particular sale, so maybe they will be next time. Let's see. I guess it's just those white ones that were marked down quite a bit. So the blue ones are marked down a little bit. These white ones are really marked down. So let's scroll through. Here's the white ones. And yeah, it looks like those aren't going to work. $32.99 could be close there. In an XL. $14.93. We're at $15.17. So almost a $5 profit there with 32% ROI. Again, not quite what I'm looking for, but definitely would work. Let's take a peek at this Keepa chart, and it looks super stable. I don't like that the offer counts come up quite a bit here recently, but this one definitely has some volume. We're looking at, it says roughly 2%, but we're looking at 18,000 a month here, so 2% of that's still going to be pretty heavy. Just with math, looking at about 370-ish sales a month. So 2% is still a plenty on something with that kind of volume. We're at 32, basically $33 on our buy box right now. It looks like that's been pretty constant. Our 30 and our 90-day averages looks like it might be trending down just a hair. So looks like back in May, right before Christmas, there was a little higher, 35, $36. Let's take a look at last summer and see if it did anything cool. So it looks like around that $30 mark last year about this time. And then for whatever reason, I guess for Q4 went skyrocketed up a little bit to the 35, almost $38 at one point. So this could be a good one to hold on to until that time frame this year, but still profitable currently where it's at. Not really a ton in stock, a lot of offers, but it seems like a lot of these people only have a few. There's a couple people with 20 or 25 here, but overall nobody really. This is probably a even better one to reverse, just because you've got a lot more offers. This would be one that I would take back to Keepa and do my normal route with, exporting this and plugging it into Keepa and probably put a brand filter on Nike, and I guarantee you can find some wins doing it that way. Sweet. So I'm going to call that a win. That's two fairly decent leads in the last 20 minutes or so. But let's keep pushing a little bit here. This is just the the first seller off of out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7. So you can really multiply your leads doing things this way. This is definitely the way to go when you're sourcing. Even if you start manually, you can always route back to the reverse. It's a good way to multiply your leads. It's like these are probably going to be good too. That's one of the things I'm starting to like about clothing is typically when you find a lead, you can probably excuse me, you can find several other leads just going through the variations most of the time. So these are probably going to be profitable as well as long as they're the same. Looks like they are. Definitely the same here. Extra, extra large. Do we have those in stock? Okay, no. So, and I'm not even sure if the first ones we were looking at were in stock now that I think about it. That seems to be a common problem with Nike. So it looks like, what was the first one we were looking at? I think it was this one, XL. So I think they're going to be out of stock too. So, and generally speaking, it seems like the people that source Nike kind of have it figured out. So that's been one of my biggest issues trying to source is typically a lot of stuff's already sold out. Maybe I'm just catching it too late, but I'm pretty sure they recycle a lot of their sales. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Keep these products in mind and check back, and hopefully they'll be in stock. But this one, this is the 2X. And we were looking at, let's see, $18.97 with our 20%. So it would have been almost a $5 profit here as well. That one looks pretty stable also. It looks like that one's actually trending down a little bit. It was up in the upper 30s, almost $40, less than a month ago, which would really take this one even at 37. That one would really be good. $8 profit, over 50% ROI. So that one would definitely be one to hold on to and check back on it later. Maybe wait for this offer count to start getting down in the 20s again. Be a good time to re-up on that one. Scroll through and see if we can find some more stuff here. Don't see anything close unless those are the same, which it actually looks like they might be. Do they have dry fit wrote on them? No. Nope, not a match there. Let's try these socks here. Possibly a match. Let's see, we're looking at 6 pairs. And this is a 6-pack. So that's not going to work. Try these. I don't see. That might be it. That's the Amazon link there. Don't see anything. Just keep scrolling. Don't see that one either. Just going to try to speed run these for a minute. We got a couple minutes left on our time clock here. I'll try to burn through a few. 15, 20. We're looking for, I think, 7. Yeah. Not going to work there. Open that one up. That one looks interesting. Seems kind of high for some baby shoes, some baby sandals. So it's currently suppressed. Our lowest offer is $35. Let's see if it's actually selling at $35. So it looks like it is. This guy sold a few. Let's try historicals. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely selling at 35. So that's a good sign. So looks like we can spend about 17 bucks. I feel like that should be doable. Have to go through all our sizes here and make sure we got the right stuff. Looking for infant, toddler. I think we got a match here. Just double check. Nike's wrote across the strap. Yes and yes. Definitely product match on that one. 100% good there. Let's see what size we're looking for here. So 7, 8, and 9, probably all. Maybe not the 8. It looks a little less stable, but 7 and 9 for sure. Let's open those two, and we do have both in stock at 14, and I'm sure there's maybe something up. There's our time clock. Let's check these two out right quick. So looking at the 9 right now, I think that's the one we had originally opened up. Definitely selling at 35. Looks like maybe previously it was down in the 28s, but it looks like 30 might be about, maybe 32ish might be about the most you can get the buy box at. But even at 32, we're looking at 14 bucks here, so that's definitely going to check out. Looking at just under $7 profit and 48% ROI, and that one looks really fairly stable. Our 30 and our 90 days saying about 28, so that's probably going to bring it down quite a bit. And I don't really like that, but currently our lowest offer is $33.50, and that is a merchant fulfilled with one in stock. Then it bumps up to 34 and then 35. So even if you beat all of those and came in, let this guy sell through, even if he came in at 34, you'd still be doing very well on this particular one. So again, I don't know a ton about the clothing and shoes, but I feel like that could be a good win. But let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you're on the same page with me on this, or if I'm completely missing something here. Let's check this other one real quick, and then we will call it a day for this one. Looks like size 7 here, kind of in the same boat. Was about the 28 mark, but it's currently suppressed, and our lowest offer right here, same thing, about 34 bucks. It looks like the fees might be a little different on this one because it's going to be very profitable even at $33.79. Which is, we got a couple people down here, and then it hops up to that 34 mark. Let's back out a little bit at the Keepa. Same thing, really stable. Looks like, in my opinion, at least that 28 mark is probably going to be your floor. There's a couple exceptions to the rule here, but generally speaking, for most of the year, I'd say probably 28 to 30 bucks is going to be average on this. But even at 30, everything checks out on this one. 28 is probably going to be a little bit under where I like to be, but still $4 profit, even if you drop down to 28 on this one, which seems to be kind of your floor. So we'll still check out, and that's really what I think makes a better product, is when that price does bottom out, can you still make money? So I'm gonna call that a pretty good win there. Sweet. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna keep going, keep bumping through here, and try to learn a little more on the clothing category. But this is Desmond Ecos Arb. If you don't already subscribe, please do that. Follow me on Instagram as well. I'm trying to build that following a little bit. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.